Veteran Nollywood actor Sylvester Madu has once again addressed the lingering controversy surrounding a viral video that showed him selling clothes on a busy street in Enugu. The video, which first made the rounds in 2023, led many to believe that actor had fallen on hard times, and was now dealing in second-hand clothes, locally referred to as Okrika. But Madu, who had previously explained that he was selling brand new clothes imported from the US, is now setting the record even straighter and with more fire in his voice. They keep talking about Okrika like say now one thing for gutter. 80% of Nigerians, they use Okrika, Madu said. In a new video responding to the persistent online chatter and even some media coverage on the incident, clearly frustrated, the actor didn't mince words as he called out what he sees as misplaced shame and judgment around second-hand items. The cars that we drive now, the cars the way they drive now, Okrika. Some of you people, your TV in your house is Okrika, or you think it's only clothes that is Okrika. In his latest remarks, Madu pointedly criticized some platforms for discussing the incident, in which he felt was a condescending tone. This matter of Okrika, make una leave him alone. You guys should leave it alone because you don't know who's hurting, he said, implying that such conversation could be more harmful than humorous. Madu admitted he initially wanted to ignore the speculation but felt compelled to speak out when silence began to look like acceptance. I honestly don't know why people will not just let the sleeping dog lie. They just like, I beg your pardon, to touch the tiger's tail. He's a tiger's tail now. They always want to make you talk when you don't want to talk. While we stated that he does not sell second-handed clothes, Madu also defended those who do, making it clear he wasn't looking down on the business. Okrika not be bad business, so don't get me wrong, like I am condemning it, he clarified. This isn't the first time Madu has spoken about his entrepreneurial side. Earlier, he revealed that he's been in the clothing business for over 30 years, operating multiple outlets and managing a network of employees across Nigeria. Okrika, I remember back then Okrika used to be something to pride about. because then we don't have all these other ready-made clothes like we have now. And you see, when you want to go buy, there are grades too. We buy like the best ones, that diet, that combat no be today. Yes, and it's way cheaper because you get good stuffs, and you wear the last is another thing. But generally on this particular matter, what do you think? Okrika, is it a bad business?
It's certainly not a bad business.
But generally on this matter, what do you think? It's not a bad business. So
people are thinking it's bad because of his personality. He is a celebrity. That's why it's making it, everything is looking like it's a big deal. Okrika, selling Okrika is not a bad business. He's making his profit, he's making his money. And people are sitting down in their houses or sitting down wherever they are, being frustrated. They are lashing out at somebody else. If you check this very well, people are lashing out at him because of his personality and they see him doing his thing. He's a celebrity, that's what I have to say. But then the business is a good one.
Yeah, but they feel, see the movie star, somebody like Sam Dede now, take for instance, that is here with us in PH. You see Sam Dede in, let's say, My One Market. Yeah, he's selling clothes, and these clothes he's telling you that okay, these clothes are new clothes. Yeah, they are new clothes, and he brings them out and he shades them. He gets a corner and shades them, and starts selling. So people's perspective now, yeah, let me stand at the side of the people now. They feel like okay,
he's poor.
Yes, he has gotten to that stage like he's no longer getting movie deals. He's now become he's now very poor, so to speak, quote unquote. He's now very poor. That okay, he resorts to going out to sell. Yeah, so that is their view. They think he's now very poor to go out to sell clothes.
One thing we should know about life is people must talk. People must talk. Because you're a celebrity does not mean you should follow everything people say. We don't know everything about his life. We don't know everything about him. But this is him doing his business. Yes, Sam Dede does his thing. We see him in market and all that. Yes, we have our view that, okay, it seems like things are not going very well, things are not going all that. Let's forget about that. That's people's mentality, people's perspective. But for me, he is into the business. That is where he gets his money, or maybe let's call that a side business, aside the movie industry. He should go on with it. We should forget about what people say. We should leave him alone. He should go on with his business. In as much as it's not a fraudulent business per se. So he should go ahead, do his thing, get his money, and leave. Moreover, the people talking are putting on Okrika. As he said, the cars we use are Okrika.
True.
Already used.
Some actually.
Exactly. So most of the things we use are already used. They are Okrika. We get them. We just want cheap things and we get them. So he's right. Not because he sells those stuff, puts him on the, the gutter. No. So we use them. There's nothing wrong with he selling them.
Yeah. And now for movie stars, one would think that you want to open a big boutique.
Yeah.
You want to, because your face is already
everywhere.
A brand, yes, so to speak. Your face is already a brand. Do you think this is condescending for him to be seen at the marketplace selling these things? Do you think that's the reason why people feel it's condescending, and that's why they feel he's suffering or some sort? Do you think that
there's something called stereotyping? Stereotyping. The society has placed these guys in a box, so everybody has a perspective of celebrities. He is basically leaving the box and not operating in the level people think or want to see him. Yes, he's not operating in that level. So back to the question, he is not really branding the whole stuff the way people want to see. So he's not giving it the branding they want. Okay, he's a big name, so we are expecting big things. That is it. So I think, yes, that the level he is taking it is not the level, is outside the box of the people. Outside the box, the society has placed them. And he's kind of people. So we should just leave him. I will still remain with that. He should go on with his business. It's his choice to brand it as much as he wants to brand it. If he's okay with it, I think we should leave him and enjoy himself. Let him make the money he wants to make. He may not have the idea to brand it as much as we want him to, but then it's his business. People should learn how to mind their business.
And if he does actually brand it the way people want,
and he'll get more gigs, more customers, and all that. That's true.
Even as at now, I'm sure he's getting more customers, but people would want to see it in a more flashy, we like all these flashy things. Yes, people they enter eyes. So long as it's eye grabbing, you want to go to that supermarket, you want to go to that boutique because it belongs to Madu. You want to get, so you want to, when you go, you see him, you take pictures. But now when you go, you see him on the marketplace, you don't. I don't know if
you just want to ignore him.
Ignore him.
That's true.
Like some people actually look at him, take pictures of him, but they will not take pictures with him because they feel
take pictures of him to castigate instigate him, right?
Exactly.
I think he's speaking out of anger and real from a bad spot at this moment.
True. But I think people should be allowed to do whatever they want to do, however they want to do it. I think that's one of the things I've learned from this conversation today. So you're saying so?
Yeah, people should be left alone. We should learn to mind our business. Sorry, I can mind my business a lot. I don't know, it's a bad character, but I can mind my business a lot. But then there are some things that do not concern us. We should mind our business where we should mind our business, and engage where we should engage.
Yeah, and this also for me is a good one for him, because this puts him on the spot. This is how he thinks he can do his marketing and be noticed, because no publicity is bad publicity. Now he's doing this, now it's on our faces. Do you get? So people are still coming to know that, okay, Sylvester Madu does this kind of thing. This too,
people with the right mind.
Yes, if you look at this to some extent, is an eye opener.
Yes,
this is also his pattern. This is how he wants to brand himself. This is how he wants to go about his business. Do you get? So everybody can decide and choose how they want to go about their business. Yeah, and he just decided, okay, let me do the casual. Every celebrity
what every other person does.
You don't want to do what every other person does. Yeah, this is actually thinking out of the box. What do you think?
As I said earlier, he's leaving the box the society has kept celebrities.
Yeah.
He's leaving the box. He's leaving the probably he wants to relate with more people. He wants to relate with the normal man. Because for me, those guys are on the level on their own. So probably, I don't know, he may be doing this to relate with the normal man. He may be doing this for any other reason he have. Because I don't think he's just doing this just to do it. He has a reason attached. So we should let him do what he wants to do. Enjoy himself and get his money. You are not getting the money he is getting from his business. You are not getting the money he's getting from his business.
True.
Yes. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, you are in your home using your keyboard, arguing and fighting him. You are not getting his money. You are not getting his money. Let's say you are getting your money from social media for what you do. But he's also getting his own money. In fact, you are making him popular. The more.
True.
Giving him more fame. Some other persons who don't know Sylvester Madu will be knowing Sylvester Madu through you. By saying Sylvester Madu does Okrika business. How would he be doing Okrika business? A celebrity. And I'll be like, who is Sylvester Madu? And I'm going to search out Sylvester Madu. And I'm more inquisitive to know the kind of business he does. Why would he be doing this? And you're making your research, and your curiosity just keep growing. And if it goes to an extent, you may want to go to where Sylvester Madu is doing his business, and then probably patronize him. So you see, you are doing him more good. For me, you are doing him more good. But then we should learn how to mind our business.
So for young ones that would want to go to the industry, that want to be in the industry and also want to have a side hustle, what's your advice to them? Because side hustle. Now, you know, Nigeria nowadays, you don't just depend on one source of income due to the way things are going so far so good in the economy. Yeah, most people now do 1, 2, 3 jobs. Yeah, now he does his movie and he still has his clothing line that he has chosen to do on the streets, not in an enclosed, and he has different shops that he manages. Do you get? So now, for you, to them, young ones, what's your advice to them?
My advice to young ones, correct, go into the business. Yes, this is what you specialize on, but do not be limited. Do not be kept in a frame. You can engage in other businesses you want to engage in, but then be known for something. Like Sylvester Madu, we know him as a movie star. But then we are seeing his side hustle as this. So there's nothing bad. In fact, it is very important to have a side hustle. It is very, very important to have a side hustle, because anything can happen in Nigeria. Anything can happen in Nigeria. So please, let us know that this is you, and should not have other side hustle you can fall back to. If this your major work, so to say, is not working, you have something else. A source of income, money is flowing through or flowing in.
you have different sources of income. Yes, but be known for something. Those are the two key things I took up for this particular conversation.